I keep seeing people in my comments saying, Michael Jackson didn't invent the moonwalk. And you know what? You're technically right. But here's the catch. You're still wrong if you think that changes anything. Yes, versions of the move existed decades before. Dancers like Cab Calloway, Bill Bailey, and even some street dancers in the 70s did a rough version of it. But here's the difference. Nobody, and I mean nobody, did it like Michael. When MJ moonwalked across that Motown 25 stage in 1983, the entire planet thought gravity had been hacked. He didn't just do the move, he perfected it, named it, and turned it into the most iconic dance step in music history. Without MJ, the backslide would have been a forgotten party trick. With MJ, it became a global phenomenon. So, let's stop playing smart in the comments. Michael Jackson didn't need to invent the moonwalk. He made it immortal. That's the difference between a move and a legacy. Do you agree? Or are you still stuck in denial? One of my viewers left a comment that perfectly destroys this whole social media made artists famous argument. He said, MJ did everything without SM. I remember watching his concerts cross-legged in front of my uncle's TV because he was the only one in the family with MTV. My dad even waited 14 hours to buy a cassette, not a CD, a cassette for me in Poland. And MJ was still an icon. Think about that for a second. No Twitter trends, no TikTok edits, no Instagram hype, just pure talent, word of mouth, and a level of artistry so powerful that even kids in small towns across Europe were glued to TVs just to witness it. Michael didn't just break records, he broke through borders without the internet. He proved that true stardom isn't about algorithms, it's about impact. So before you compare modern artists with built-in digital machines to MJ, remember, he conquered the world analog style. That's why the king of pop is untouchable. Where were you the first time you discovered MJ?
He's the greatest entertainer in history.
He's not better than Michael Jackson.
I bet you in the future, 20 years from now, nobody's gonna remember who Michael Jackson is.
That's why I'm not gonna teach you how to do the Michael Jackson moonwalk.
It's the Billy Ocean moonwalk. Michael Jackson stole it.
So now kids are saying Michael Jackson stole the moonwalk from Billy Ocean? Let's kill that nonsense right here. First of all, Billy Ocean never did the moonwalk. He's a legendary singer, yes, but dance-wise? He never came close to MJ. The move existed before MJ. It was called the backslide, used by street dancers and performers like Cab Calloway and the Electric Boogaloos. But here's the difference. Michael didn't just copy it. He reinvented it. He took a street move and turned it into a global cultural reset. The world first saw it live in 1983 during Motown 25, and from that moment, it wasn't just a dance step, it was MJ's signature. Nobody in history made it look like he was literally gliding on air the way Michael did. So calling it stolen is like saying Picasso stole painting because others used brushes before him. MJ transformed it, branded it, and owned it forever. That's why when you hear Moonwalk, you don't think Billy Ocean, you think Michael Jackson, the one and only king of pop. Do you actually know anyone who did the moonwalk better than MJ?